Bad Boys in BL series. Hello, BL lovers. Welcome back to my channel. Today, let's talk about some BL characters that give bad boy vibes. I just love this character so much because it spices up the series. In this video, I will talk about the bad boy to good boy and also the bad boy for real or for just who they are, meaning this character did not change till the end of the series. So let's get started. Number 1 on my list is Ming. Apart from being a red flag, I personally think this character pulled a bad boy vibes. Even if he doesn't cheat and lived a bad life before, he is a very bad and corrosive person that everyone need to avoid. It's so clear that he don't care about others aside from people he loved. Ming has nothing to do with humanity. He is a very selfish person. Let's start from him being so manipulative and a gaslighter. It also makes him very happy if he can control everything. He is a bad boy and that is it. The change he changed because of Joe was because he is so much in love with Joe, and people with dark minds like this, if they can't have it, no one else can have it. Basically, if Joe is not with him, Ming will still not be able to accept it, and Joe may not be able to leave his normal life because it's just a dark romance and they just have to be together like that. Joe is probably lucky because he doesn't need to worry about Ming being friendly to others. When I start to see the good side of him towards the end of the series, it was beautiful. But he is just so dangerous. A lot of fans said that Ming is now a green flag, but in reality he didn't change. He was just obsessed with Joe and he would do anything to keep him. Ming is the baddest guy in BL series right now. Number 2 is Vargas. You see, when someone pulled a bad boy vibes without him being involved in some kind of cheat is just so satisfying. Vargas' characters was known for his toxic and bad behavior, a behavior that is corrosive. Imagine Pete dealing with his boyfriend that is not cheating on him, but his level of craziness can send him to rehab after helping him to live a normal life. This is also a very dark-minded person who hardly care except his boyfriend is at the point of death. He also could do anything to ruin other people's lives, just like what he wanted to do to Ken and Porch. Although Vargas' characters have mental health disorders, but it is still not enough to justify his cold behavior. A dark-minded person will always be a dark-minded person no matter how life treat them, and for Pete falling in love with him, he really needed to be checked because who fall in love with someone who assault and kidnap them. He is also a very bad boy in BL series. Number 3, Bustin. This is a complete package of a bad guy, just a 100% bad boy. In 2023, I guess he was the baddest guy in all BL series that aired, but somehow I later get to love this character so much because I guess it's satisfying. But when I was watching the series, I almost broke my PC because of how annoyed I was at this character. He is very smart and has his own special format of manipulating people into doing what he wanted. He was living his best life and having fun doing that. He is such a bad guy who deserves no friends or relationships because it's so easy for him to betray anyone. He obviously did not care about other people. In fact, he can sell his boyfriend if he had one. He is also very good at causing commotions between 2 or more people and leave a messy situation like nothing happens. Sleeping with his friend boyfriend and blaming Nick for ruining his friendship with his friends is so crazy. He can exhaust everyone emotionally and put them into stress. He is such a player. Number 4, we have Muck, one of the BL characters that surprised me with the plot twist. He had lived a rough life before with many crime records. In fact, a lot of people who know him from his past are so scared of him, but when he decided to take the job as a caregiver, not because he liked the job but because he felt pity for him. I'm sure if they could see and realize who his caregiver was, he wouldn't have been that harsh on him. At a point when watching the series, I forgot who Muck was. I just totally forget he was an ex-convict with improper behavior. He just gives this bad boy vibe. In the first and second episodes of the series, this character will make you think bad boys are sweet. I just love the fact that the perfect soft boyfriends is coming from a bad boy. Number 5, Day. This possessive, corrosive character is also one of my top BL bad boy list. These are the kind of man that once they are into a person, it is a do or die thing, but in Day case it is a do and die thing. He is literally so corrosive to society and his household. There is no time in the series where Day was nice to anyone. He was also a gangster who is known as a bad guy, but he was the sweetest boyfriend for it before he had an accident and forgot who he used to love. Apparently, Day was a toxic person to society, which he brought into his relationship even before the accident. But not as much as he could be to others, because he was still sweet back then until he started to see it as other normal people. This is also a very bad character with a dark mind, just so corrosive. Number 6. Kai. Mainly because he is a womanizer with no limits. He is basically available for the girls anytime, and he is a very big player of girls. All he wanted was just to have his way with them and dump them in no time. This behavior is a very improper behavior. He even became toxic when he decided to start to play with Third emotions when he suspected Third liked him, involving him in his business, which indicates that he is a very selfish person who only care about himself. He pulled the bad behavior to the core, being popular among the girls and causing commotions up and down with his toxic behavior. He is even proud of himself and seems unbothered until he realized he was about to lose Thirds to someone else. That was when he decided to stop the mind games he was playing with Third and start to pursue him. Then he decided to become the good boy Third has always wanted, although some people think he is not really into him but was scared of losing his best friend. Number 7. V. This one is a big player, just a confused human who cheats with guilty. Although some people said V did not cheat because he don't date Mark with his girlfriend, but he slept with him when he was drunk. Instead of him to end it as he claimed he helped Mark out that night, but he decided to start playing around him, claiming he was helping him heal from his crush. He was in a relationship and was securing another boyfriend for himself. I guess he was saving Mark for the future. And poor Mark was really waiting for him. It is a whole lot of mess for Mark, healing from the fact that his longtime crush is now in a relationship, and now he is in love with a man with a girlfriend. V don't realize that his actions and words can be emotional draining for Mark. But anyway, it's a win-win situation for both V and his girlfriend. Number 8. Ritus. I almost forget him. He is also a very big player. This kind of people did not care, they just enjoy putting people into pain. The way he literally drained Mizumi by saying he liked him but he cannot stop sleeping with other make me shook. At least he would have lied or avoided the conversation, but it was easy for him to say because he don't care, he just wanted to take advantage of him, and that's all that matters. He is one of the baddest guy in JBL. Number 9. Te. He is also one of the bad boys of 2021 BL series. Not only was he a bad boyfriend, but he made a lot of us shed tears. It's been years, but I have not moved on from his silence-killing characters. He was so selfish and toxic, he doesn't even regard his boyfriend as anything. He really tried to keep pushing, but it was just not going to work because Tae is so controlling and he is far gone from OA. To be honest, I wish these two did not end up together. And that is one thing I think it needs to be normalized in BL series. When one of the partners is toxic, I think a sad ending is better. Or am I the only one who thinks they should not have ended up together? Let me know in the comment section. Last on my list, Top. You may not be expecting him on this list, but he is also as bad as Boston, although love changed him, which is very interesting. But there is no concrete assurance that he has completely changed and never goes back to his past ways. You know, it's something of nature that cannot be held back. So he was a player before, but now he is a good boyfriend. Love really did this one. Leave me a comment on some other BL bad boys, and let me know what you think of these characters. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.